.com code HERD. Terms apply. That's $50 if you put in the code HERD on select mattresses. Dodgers, Brewers tonight in Los Angeles. Chavez Ravine, series tied at 1. Brewers, Dodgers, home, away, mostly the same team. Dodgers have the better bats. Brewers have the better pen. So that'll be on FS1 tonight. Rod Woodson, Trent Dilfer, Tony Gonzalez all stopped by today. Well, let's not waste any time. Let's get the best for last.
After almost 3 hours, Colin apparently hasn't gotten to the point yet. Quit holding out on us, cowherd. It's the best for last.
Well, you know, obviously there's a lot of complaints. The NFL is soft. If you look at technology, all technology in the world is trying to make life easier and more efficient. And the NFL is simply doing what is common sense. Make the game safer so your star players are healthier. But I don't even know why fans push back on this. There's a certain machismo to football, mostly by guys who have never played it or been hit in their life. But by and large, I want to see skill players separate. And like last night, I want to see great players be great. So tonight, it's the 49ers and the Packers. And this is why the NFL doesn't want their quarterbacks hurt. Here's Garoppolo, Jimmy Garoppolo on your left in 8 starts, and here's C.J. Beathard on your right in 9 starts. Now, this is nothing against C.J. Beathard. He's a very competent backup quarterback, but it literally is 2 different games. So if Garoppolo wasn't hurt for the second night in a row, we would get 2 star quarterbacks in the NFL. Instead, the rating for Monday Night Football will lose a lot of punch, especially if the Dodgers-Brewers game is good, because you're getting a star, Aaron Rodgers, against a backup being C.J. Beathard. This is why they're doing the rules. So just to give you an example, Bills and Texans played yesterday. Well, I want to watch because of Deshaun Watson for the Houston Texans, an emerging star, and Josh Allen, who's a rookie and going to be really good for the Buffalo Bills. But Josh Allen got hurt. Then late in the 4th, guess what happened when they put in his backup, Nathan Peterman?
Bills have the ball at the 25-yard line. Peterman picked off! Joseph! And he will go! Touchdown! The Texans have scored 10 points in the last 11 seconds. And that is a look you've seen a lot from Nathan Peterman in his career.
So this is where, you know, sometimes, most of the time, I agree with fans. I do not get the pushback on the roughing the quarterback penalty. What fans are telling you, I watch football for 300-pound men to hit quarterbacks. No, you don't. You don't buy the jerseys of defensive linemen not named Khalil Mack. So you don't buy tickets because of those guys. You don't generally buy their jerseys, although in Houston, J.J. Watt sells a lot of jerseys, obviously. He's been a great citizen and a great player. But, you know, last night in the New England game right here, a Chiefs rookie let go of Brady. And the knock is, well, see, that's what's happening. And my takeaway is, one of the things I've always loved about football is that when I watch a football game, I can play along like I'm coaching. You can kind of play along. There's strategy involved. All football is asking now is defensive linemen to be part of the compilation of strategy. That we're not going to ask you to just go grab guys and drive them into the ground. You have to strategically know how to tackle. I'm okay with that. You ask our tight ends, our running backs, our corners, our safeties, our linebackers to communicate. Why can't defensive linemen? There's ways to tackle, evolve, refine your tackling. But tonight, the reason the rating for Monday Night Football will probably be down year to year is because C.J. Beathard's playing, not Jimmy Garoppolo. So there you go. That's why. And backup quarterback play is what it is. It's crappy. By the way, a big story today. It's breaking. The fan who flipped the bird to Tyreek Hill of the Chiefs and the fans who threw beer on him, one of the fans has been identified and will not be allowed back. Good luck trying to execute this. But the fan will, they say.
Well, he might have had season tickets.
I still think you could sneak in.
Yeah, I mean it's hard to enforce that.
Yeah, they don't check IDs in the NFL.
If you're not a season ticket holder, so
I mean they don't have facial recognition. So you know those Boston dudes to me in the end zone all look like Jimmy from the South End. I mean I can't tell. So I don't know how you're going to keep a guy out for the next 10 years at a pay.
No, but it's the principle of it. Like
yes.
if this is somebody who's assaulting a player, then they need to be removed. Like, it's just, that's all there is to it. And look, like, I'm not trying to be the get off my lawn guy, but yeah, I mean, you feel comfortable.
Don't throw stuff.
You feel comfortable bringing a kid to
Oh,
that
God,
game?
no. By the way, Rod Woodson on earlier today, of 17 years in the NFL, talked about fans and the times he dealt with it.
I played in the old dog pound now. The old dog pound, they weren't playing around because they were going to throw snowballs. They would put batteries inside the snowballs. And you know how you get the snowball wet and then it freezes with the battery inside? Don't win. If we're winning, you'd never take your helmet off. As long as you don't put your hands, don't touch me. You can say whatever you want to. You can throw the beer on me because I've had beer thrown on me. That's okay, but don't touch me. If you touch me, you get in a two-piece.
Yeah. I also, you know, one of the things about it, I tend to think that fans are actually better today because phones, most people realize everything is taped. So
I'm sure they are better than
like
they were.
the media leads you to believe that everything's worse. By the way, poverty is way down in America. Hunger's way down in America. Most things over time are getting better, not worse. The quality of life today is significantly better in the United States for the average citizen than it was even 15, 20 years ago. So I tend to think we're in a better spot now than we were 20 years ago. Now, I still think there's idiots, but there's cameras everywhere. There's more security at games. There's more warnings. People have more information and transparency on if you do stupid stuff, you get thrown out of games. So I think the games I go to, it's not as salty as it was 20 years ago. And they throw you out if you're that bad. Cliff Averill, former Seahawk, outspoken guy, will be great. He's on our show tomorrow. Peter King is joining us as well as the Niners. Good luck are hosting Green Bay tonight. My guess is Aaron Rodgers, fully staffed, receivers are healthy. Packers win going away. Radio audience, see you tomorrow. TV audience, stick around.
Two of the nation's elite playmakers.